Hi, my name is Tara Rauschenberg, and the following presentation is an analysis of the Ohio Learning Standards Model Curriculum for English Language Arts for first grade. This analysis is a requirement for the completion of one of my graduate study courses, Education 511 Curriculum. I will be analyzing Ohio's model curriculum utilizing 5 analysis topics: the foundational elements, how the curriculum is organized, the content included in the model curriculum, the types of assessment strategies suggested, and finally my critique of the model. The model I will be analyzing can be found at the link provided. The Common Core Standards Initiative began in November of 2007. From that point throughout 2009, state governors, chief state school officers with membership in the National Governors Association Center for Best Practice, the Council of Chief State School Officers and Teachers developed the standards, which were eventually released to the public for comment. Further revisions and public releases eventually led to a final draft being adopted in June of 2010. The consistent real-world learning goals are intended to make all students across the country graduating from high school prepared for college, career, and life. In 2010, the Ohio Board of Education adopted the Common Core Standards and immediately compiled a team of teachers to develop the model curriculum I will analyze. The team of teachers worked to suggest instructional strategies and resources that align to the newly adopted Ohio Learning Standards for English Language Arts. In March of 2011, the Ohio State Board of Education adopted the results of their work. In February of 2017, further revisions to Ohio's learning standards were approved, and teacher teams are currently updating the model curriculum, and it will be available the 2017-18 school year. The state-led initiative to create the model curriculum utilizing teachers was an important one. As Armstrong states, their participation in the development process leaves them well acquainted with the rationale for the program, the embedded elements of content, the suggested teaching approaches, and available instructional support material. Along with using teachers to develop the model curriculum, the Ohio Department of Education continually works to build a database of model curriculum exemplars from Ohio educators. Teachers from around the state have the opportunity to submit exemplary lessons for approval in addition to this database. Before discussing the organization of the model curriculum, it's important to explain the organization of the Ohio Common Core Standards. As seen in this graphic from the Ohio Department of Education, Ohio's English Language Arts standards are broken into 4 strands: reading, writing, speaking and listening, and language. With my focus on reading, I will note that reading is broken into 3 substrands: literary text, informational text, and foundational skills, which are taught in grades K through 5. The reading strand is broken further from the substrands into topic areas: key ideas and details, craft and structure, integration of knowledge ideas, and range of reading and level of text complexity. The topics are broken down further into the specific strand statements. The standard statements are what students should know and be able to do at each specific grade level. The model curriculum follows an academic subject curriculum design. Each reading standard is covered through the model curriculum adopted by the state of Ohio, and an academic subject curriculum design ensures, as Armstrong states, teachers have a place to go for validated information related to what they are teaching. It is a trusted and familiar design for curriculum. With reading being a skill that is tied into all disciplines of education, it's easy to bring in multiple subject areas, and Ohio's model curriculum includes lessons discussing information regarding all disciplines. For example, lessons regarding space and the planets are included. The curriculum is also organized using a part-to-whole sequencing. A lot of what is done in first grade is with prompting and support, while in later grades, students are expected to work independently. The model curriculum itself is comprised of multiple pages, all including the same 7 elements. The strand, topic, and standard elements are to let the educator know what content standards are covered in the lesson. Content elaborations further explain the standard statements and identifies the skills and knowledge students are expected to know and understand. Along with this information, the content elaboration part discusses the spiraling of standards and what students are expected to be able to do in following grade levels and grade bands. The enduring understanding explains why the standard or lesson is important for college and career readiness. Instructional strategies and resources are the elements of the lesson itself. Not only does it include the strategies to use, but links to resources available to complete the lesson are included. In October of 2013, career connection strategies were added to this portion of the model. The last part of the model gives ways that teachers can include diverse learners. As inclusion has become more and more prevalent, this is a great tool for teachers to use to ensure that all students in their class are able to participate. The content included within the model is appropriate and relevant for the first grade student. The curriculum suggests activities where students do things that are age appropriate. For example, in first grade, students create puppet productions, and this is intended to engage students in expanding their oral language skills through reading scripts, which can increase their expression and fluency. Authentic learning is evident in multiple aspects of the curriculum. Students are exposed to multiple opportunities where they can relate and make informed decisions through exposure to different types of text. Students are given chances to work together socially, and many student-led opportunities are included, such as paired reading activities where students read and share their own interpretations of material. Responses are expected to be open-ended without regard to right or wrong answers. Careers are discussed through the curriculum, and students are invited to discuss what they do in the classroom and how it relates to what they would do in a workplace. Effective communication skills are included throughout the curriculum, as many opportunities of discussion are included, as well as the intended audience, as first grade students, have better oral than written communication skills. Tongue twisters are suggested as a way to have students practice their oral language skills and develop effective communication. Multiple teaching strategies are suggested throughout the model. Modeling is a way to teach students that reading and effective communication strategies is evident through book walks and how teachers communicate to students. Graphic organizers are used to help students organize information and make meaning. One strategy that was suggested was the use of an Elkonin box, where word phonemes are separated into individual boxes so students can visually see the word parts. Though technology was not a largely integrated aspect, it can easily be included into the model through the use of an Elmo to display content and through students researching and creating content to share via social networking avenues to display what was learned. The course of study stresses a substantive knowledge surrounding central concepts and organizing principles, as the content and skills are new to the students. These foundational skills are just being learned as first graders and being developed, so some semblance of content rigidity needs to be evident. There is no instructional timeline suggested within the curriculum, but meeting these standards during the first grade school year ensures that students are prepared to enter second grade. Ohio's first grade model curriculum is standard-based and gives clear statements on students' expectations. Though the curriculum does include this very important piece, it does not include any specific assessment measures or rubrics that can be used to assess student understanding. Assessments as a part of a curriculum provide very useful information. Test results tied to learning expectations ascertain both performance levels of students and the quality levels of the instructional programs, as Armstrong indicates in his book Curriculum Today. Without valid and reliable assessments tied to the curriculum, there is no means of measuring the effectiveness of the curriculum model and its ability to create and develop student understanding of the standards. Ohio's model curriculum as a whole for kindergarten to 12th grade is a coherent document. The content elements of the model curriculum cover every standard for the Ohio English Language Arts Common Core. The curriculum is organized by grade level, and standards are covered each year in a numerical order fashion. This leaves the scope and sequence of each grade level up to the individual teacher. Spiraling is evident as the curriculum model discusses what students are expected to do in each grade band. One element not present within the model are statements explaining what students should already know how to do from previous grade levels. Content within the curriculum is repetitive, but as each grade level progresses through the usage of a skill, less and less support and guidance from the teacher occurs. One aspect of the model that I found evident was students are given multiple opportunities to discuss information and form personal reactions and are given opportunities to share their reactions with others. Students are given opportunities to evaluate information and make judgments. This higher level thinking allows students to develop deeper understanding. Along with the higher levels of thinking, through their discussions, students are discussing and building relationships through the many small group and partnering activities included in the model. The largest negative critique would be the lack of assessment strategies and rubrics being included in the model. The state of Ohio views testing and assessment as two different things. Assessments are a means of driving instruction and monitoring student progress, and testing is used to measure yearly progress. Why not include assessment strategies within your model? Including rubrics and assessment strategies within the model would be a great vehicle to clearly discern between testing and assessment and give teachers a way to calculate student performance. This in turn could actually improve performance when testing. It cannot be argued that all individuals involved in education today want what is best for the students. Our future is being molded by the decisions that are being made regarding what we teach and how we teach it. The state of Ohio's work in creating a model curriculum works to create a consistent means of aiding in the modeling progress. Thank you for your time.